The Cabinet of Ministers have approved the liquidation of Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited. The firm functioned as a security service affiliated with the Ministry of Defence.
Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited was established in 2006, where it recruited retired Tri-Forces personnel for its services. The firm initially provided services in ground security and later expanded its services into maritime security. While the Secretary to the Ministry of Defence functioned as the chairman of the firm, the position was later granted to an outside party due to legal barriers. With its move into maritime security services, several issues were brought to light with regard to Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited. Following the conclusion of the previously held presidential election, an armoury of Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited at the BMICH was raided and sealed, after which a broad investigation was launched. The firm was mainly charged of irregularities which were said to have taken place during its maritime security services together with Avant-Garde Security Services Private Limited. Following an agreement between the two firms based on the instruction of the Ministry of Defence, Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited and Avant-Garde Security Services Private Limited specialised on providing security for international commercial and multi-day vessels. This caused several other firms who also provide similar services to lose out on opportunities.
When
they work at other external firms, they have earned a salary between $1,800 and $4,000. These firms still provide these salaries. However, our institutions only paid between $950 and $1,000 for maritime security services. These two institutions began a process of stealing the hard-earned money of the soldiers.
Meanwhile, as per the agreement reached between Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited and Avant-Garde Security Services Private Limited, the profits should be equally divided between the two firms, while a sum of $100 should be diverted to the Sri Lanka Navy for each sea journey. However, the terms and conditions of the agreement had gradually relaxed as the profits payable to Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited had halted.
Until 2014, Avant-Garde has inked 6 agreements with Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited. The first report of CORP clearly indicates that these agreements are not legitimate. In this backdrop, the government, which claims to have good governance, enters into another agreement in October 2015. According to that, a sum of ₹1,255 rupees owed by Avant-Garde to Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited has been waived off.
It is in this backdrop that the President, in his capacity as the Minister of Defence, had proposed to the Cabinet that Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited be liquidated. Thereby, the tasks of providing security on land will be assigned to the Civil Security Department, while the Sri Lanka Navy will be vested with maritime security.
Minister, the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption are conducting an investigation on this firm. Is this move being taken after concluding the investigation activities?
No, it says at the bottom of this document that this will be directed to the Attorney General and the future course of action will be taken as per his instructions.
It was the retired members of the army who were recruited and given positions at Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited. So what happens to them when this is assigned to the Civil Security Department and Sri Lankan Navy?
Well, that is secondary. We must figure out if this firm exists or not. If there is an agreement between the two firms, I suppose a compensation could be paid. As far as I know, there aren't any permanent employees at this firm. Every employee has been recruited on contract basis, so the services of such an employee could be terminated at any given time.
While Rakna Arakshana Lanka Limited is being liquidated, what happens to the money they are owed by Avant-Garde?
The Attorney General has been informed to take the required legal action.
What is the legal action that is being taken against Avant-Garde?
Legal action is being taken in court.